balance to the situation, so that you can be encouraged. I think a lot of times it is preached that people must have victory all the time. And when we don't, we get discouraged, or we can look, let's say, for example, people can look at my life, people can look at Pastor Chris's life, other men of God's life, and etc., and think, but why is it happening for them and not for us? Where people don't understand that there's battles we've went through, there's breakthroughs we've prayed for and it never came, there's dreams we've had that never came, there's promises we've had from God that never came. I don't want to say never came, but it was very delayed. It was delayed to such a degree that we thought, and then you realize God is just on time. And that is what I want to encourage you on. I want to give you a few keys when it comes to really a uncommon battle, how can I say it? It's something that, like a peril, as we have been preaching, tonight. And I want to ask you, you can right now go ahead and begin to just share. Because of all the stuff we had on, our numbers dropped very much right now, because that's what Facebook does. That's why I'm going to do the teaching we would have done tonight. I'm going to do it next week. Right now, I want to give you a teaching that's good for those that are on here. I know you're blessed. Thank you for those who have agreed on giving every day up until the conference. I've started from day one for the 40 days, and because I believe in fasting, prayer, and giving. And tomorrow morning I'm with you again. I want to say, with everybody on here, we will be placing a notice release very soon on the church page or on LDP page about what has been happening to us. We've had some inhumane attacks on our life. Sometimes if people don't see me somewhere, let's say by a teaching or something like that, it's because we were hindered. And what I mean by hindered is, we have people that are coming after our children, we have people that are coming after us, we have people that are coming, there are people out there that plan our demise. They hate every step we are doing. They are jealous. Some of them are ministers, some of them are in the occult, into Satanism, others are in very organized crime. And those individuals have been tracked and have been traced one by one, and we are beginning to take action. So, it is going to be not a good day for some. The problem is just with these things, your family is in the way. If I can tell you that sometimes our every move is being followed, those are the things that happens. It's reality. Then the key is, the devil wants you to calm down, to not do what you are doing. And that's a trap, because everything in you, what people don't know, I can speak to my preacher friends and so on, and most of them don't understand. Let's say one or two maybe understand a little bit the grace of a prophet, and that's just one of those things. Like I said, Prophet Bushiri speaking to me last night. He's out, and he was just saying that he's praying for me also, because he heard what happened. And you can really only speak to people on that caliber to understand these things. If I speak to many of my friends in ministry, I have to speak to them about kidnappings or this. They cannot relate. It's not because they are bad. It's the grace of a prophet again. The prophetic attracts these things. That is why prophets are being rewarded. That is why those who support prophets are very rewarded. Those who bless prophets are very rewarded. That's why we have our partners, that they can be refreshers to the prophets. They can be a supporter of the prophet. You're supporting a gift that is very much under attack, very persecuted. I'll read you scripture, but I'm going to get into a lot of very good secrets on how to overcome severe battles, and it's good. I'm going to share that with you tonight. But if you support us as a prophetic ministry, I've read some sad messages. One person told me they lost their job simply because they are at church at Encounter, and I haven't forgotten that person. I have to go look for the message, but I've not forgotten. If it is you, if you're listening, please send me an inbox again or something, just so that I can get it. We've been so busy, but let me tell you, God will turn it around for you. I will not allow it, and there's always a blessing that comes to those who are companions of those who are persecuted. You see, persecution really only takes you out if you have moral failure. It can take you out normally as well, but it hits those who have moral failure, and the enemy cannot find us on that, so they have to plant things on us. Stupid things. Where does your wealth come from? What wealth? What is wealth? What is riches? Wealth, number one, is assets. Go look at my assets. So we are very safe. You never have to question us, but we're going to be a release. You see the release. And like I said, we will be actioning one after the other, after the other, after the other. Because, you get a bit tired. You have to preach while people are following you. You have to preach while people are following you, taking photos of your car, watching your children, coming to your wife, coming to you. I was in a church, 7 people with guns. 7. I was in Hatfield North Church. Maryland, I was there. 7 guns. 7 people came to me. Pastor Gibbard knows it. 7 people came to me there with guns to kill me. Then they came thereafter to my wife. And I was in Cape Town. And I had a vision. And we managed, and I got somewhere, and I got them. I don't know, those days we didn't have money. People need to understand, to have 5,000 rand those days, you can't even get that. It's a lot, so people don't know where we're coming from. Managed to get my wife and daughter on the plane. As we did it, it was an hour after that, they came to my house. 7 people. There's wicked people. We are in an evil time. There are people who literally believe God tells them to kill us. So that's why I want to share with you secrets on how to overcome a battle. I've been in this for many years. It's not something that just hits now. It's not something I'm hurt. Oh, no. Quite the contrary. But let me tell you, prophets are persecuted. And that is why I'm hard on my staff many times, because it is that's why I'm hard on my staff, because there's attacks around us. People saying, why do you want to kill you? Well, I just said the whole broadcast exactly now why they want to do it. Okay, I just said now why. Let me read you a scripture. And then we're going to get into the secrets of this. But we'll have the victory in this. And we'll pray through it. We'll have the victory in this. So you will never see me say anything about Prophet Bushiri that was what is this? Who's this Kutai 88? What's he doing? Is he on YouTube? Do I have moderators on the stream? Who's Kutai? Kutai, you'll be blocked. What is he doing? Or are you one of them? You see, when we receive threats and so on, I confronted someone. My spirit immediately knows. When I say my spirit immediately knows. I'll hear your voice. I'll look at you. I'll know exactly what it is. And me, I'm a confrontational. I'm a confrontational thing. The guy's blocked him. Please go check who he is, guys. Please go check who he is. So, it's just that season, Halloween. They come with their blah, 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 blah. Okay, we've had pentagrams on our doors. We've had blood put onto our yard. We've had it. We've had it. Let me read you. I want to read you something here. Jesus said in Luke 11. Let me try to read this better. Luke 11. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to the wisdom of God. Luke 11 verse 49. Luke 11 verse 49. Listen to this. Therefore, the wisdom of God also said, the wisdom, Who's the wisdom of God? Jesus Christ. Sophia. The Sophia of God, not the goddess of Sophia, the Sophia of God, also said, I will send them prophets and apostles, and some of them they will kill and persecute, that the blood of all the prophets which was shed from the foundation of the world may be required of this generation, from the blood of Abel to the blood of Zechariah, who perished between the altar and the temple. Yes, I say to you, it shall be required of this generation. When we attack a prophet, the blood of all the prophets from Abel to Zechariah will be upon our lives. Please understand that. That is why we say do not touch a prophet. If a prophet is in prison, I'll do anything to pray for him, to phone him. When Prophet Bushiri came out, I tried to get hold of him. He's a very difficult man to get hold of. And like I said, he gave me a call last night. And my first words were to him that my heart is so glad that he's out. He said he saw that we praying for him. I went on live stream and he was so blessed and thank you. And we were speaking. And then he said he's praying for me for what I'm going through. Now, you see, prophets doesn't attack prophets. If you see a prophet attacking a prophet, that prophet is not a prophet. Or that prophet is a fallen prophet. Or that prophet is a false prophet. Prophets are subject to the spirit of prophets. Okay? They're subject. Prophets know prophets. So that's the wisdom of God. Let me. I'm going to give you another one. Just give me 1 sec. Then we're going to get into this. Let me read you this. Let me read you this. And I want to, because 11 o'clock almost, Prophet Angel is going to be speaking about Trump, and I don't want to be on the same time when he does something, if it is very important. I want to honor that. I know it is impossible because he has a 24-hour radio, a TV station, but at least when he does something important, I want to honor that. Revelation 16 verse 16. Listen to this. Oh, no. Is it this one? What's happening here? Sorry, Revelation 16 verse 6. Revelation 16 verse 6. For they have shed the blood of saints and the prophets, and you have given them blood to drink, for it is their just due. And I heard another from the Lord, I heard another from the altar saying, even so, Lord God Almighty, true and righteous are your judgments. For they have shed the blood of saints and prophets. Do you know the Bible separates saints and prophets? I can stop it right there. The Bible separates saints from prophets. Do not touch a prophet. If they are on TV, wherever they are, if they say they're a prophet for your own, just say, I'm hands off, my lips are closed. That is why our church stays blessed, I believe. Because we don't touch prophets. We don't speak against prophets. Don't listen to nonsense gossip. I don't speak against prophets. I've cried for prophets. I've wept for them. Because I know what they're going through. Let's get into this. People cannot relate to a prophet. People will think a prophet is depressed or is anger or is, like I said, I can be angry, I can be upset with my staff and so on. And I just told them it's not them. It's just, people need to learn to become spiritual, that they can understand. They can understand what's happening in the atmosphere. The biggest problem is people can become sensitive, spiritually dull, and not feel what is happening. You need to be able to be spiritual and sense. You need to be vigilant and sense that the devil is around. And you need to know what season is happening. That the devil comes for an opportune time. That when the opportune time comes, everybody needs to be in a war mode. You can't be taken. I think, some people, I was speaking to somebody that told me, somebody in their team, or it was me, I couldn't remember. Maybe I was speaking to my pastors or something, I can't remember, where I said that, sometimes you get some sissy Christians. They take offense maybe because I don't phone them for 2 weeks. but they called to be mighty men of God. That's what they were saying. Become tough. Become spiritually sensitive to the atmosphere. Know that if a prophet walks in, if I walk in, I don't even look or I just don't even greet, something is going on in the atmosphere. Do you know when we prophesy, when we minister, that I have thousands of thoughts coming to my mind, that I have to then filter through what we call the, how can I call it? The prophetic tetragram. How do I call it? I call it the hieroglyphics of the prophetic, meaning you have so many thoughts coming to you, and you need to know, decipher, know what is true, and then you need to find, because a prophet doesn't only hear what God says. A prophet is sensitive to everything. Then out of all those thoughts, he has to know what is God speaking, what is accurate, how to present it. You have all the things coming to you. I know when there is attacks on my life. I have witches that will astral travel right into my room, that I'll see them right here, and then they'll send me a message. Then I talk back to them. Get back into your body. The devil throwing bait out to recognize and discernment. So, during the season of Halloween, they're trying some stuff. You must understand. I'm not going to be sharing what we have been, who has been after us for about 10 years, because it'll put too many people at risk and etc. Also myself, my family, and so on. So those things we keep private until we know that it is put down in the ground, 6 feet down. Prophet, I dreamt on Sunday you called a lady to the front. We were at a resort in a way ministering. Once at the front, you asked, must take her back for deliverance. First, she vanished all of a sudden, but her Bible was on the floor. When I picked it up, it was moving with curses and spells. I put my hand on it and said, be still. Then I woke up. We serve. Look, let me tell you this. They don't get it right by us. You can come, like Liesel is saying now, the dream shed, you can come acting Christianese. You're not sitting with a pastor, you're sitting with a prophet. I will catch you out in 1 second. 1 second. And anybody that has been with me for a while has seen it. 1 second. I will catch you out. 1 second. Maybe you can sit in the church because I can't see. But by me? No. The devils in you will betray you so quickly. Your personalities will betray you so quickly. You won't know what happened. I will catch you out. I have discernment. Prophet, can a person who is out of their body harm us, or can they just spy on us? Good question. I'm not so much into that. I'm sure people that are specializing in Satanism or the occult or so might know more. I have done it before I was saved. I have experienced it after I was saved with others coming to me. As far as I know, they've just been monitoring. If they can do damage, I'm not sure. But monitoring is already damaging. But they can definitely monitor. Because as a prophet, let me tell you, I can sit here right now. I can leave my body by my will, walk out of here, and go see what my wife is doing and come back. I can sit, Russell, I can sit right here. I am allowed as a prophet and get into your house and see what you're doing. Now the Lord wills whether He can open my eyes for it or not. It is by Him, yet it is my own will, if I can say it like that, to put it in balance. Okay, when you're really in the Spirit, you can do it by, it's like working miracles. Okay, it's working miracles. Anybody that does it, they know it is God, but they also know it is them because you're working together in a partnership. Okay, I think when we're going to have a global prophetic service on Zoom, it's going to be very powerful, and then we'll show you those things. I'll be in your room. And like the one lady phrased, can you see under my blankets? I don't want to see under your blankets. So I won't come into your room. Now, it doesn't work like that. Just the fact that they can talk nonsense like that tells you already they don't understand the gifts of God. They don't understand the gifts of God. Okay, so I want to get to this teaching. It's going to be very good. Give me 10 minutes to. It's going to be very good. It's going to bless you. But we're going to do that global prophetic service. I can, like I said, I can sit right here and I can look at names, and we can get into it. We can get into it. So when I look at Sino, I prophesied over Sino on Sunday. It's like I'm seeing her sitting on her bed. When it comes to, it's like I'm just having a vision of that right now. Even though, Sino, you asked for a certain breakthrough, I think. And I can't remember what it is, business or something like that, but I told you I kept seeing that the Lord is going to use you in ministry. Then it is by like Russell Refilwe or Sino. Russell Refilwe or Sino, where it is like when I see those names just instantly, like I said, my spirit isn't tuned into that right now, but the first thing I'm seeing is black furniture. I'm reminded of like those black leather furniture. But I don't know if it is that, I don't know if it's that leather or plastic or leather type furniture, but black furniture, that's the first image I get when I look there. Sino says, I am here. Yes. Are you speaking about the prophecy? Not exactly sure. What do you mean by I am here? Meaning, are you telling me that you're online so that, or are you speaking about what I said about the prophecy? She said, can I see under the blankets? No, I don't want to. Don't worry. Those things, like I said, these things, Sina has a call of God in her life. So the field is saying she has a black couch. Because I see a black couch. But I was seeing somebody sitting on a black couch. Black. And black is not a normal color. It's just the usual common color. It's a, I've never had a black couch, just for example's sake. I don't know if you guys were there when was it? On Sunday night. I don't even know, we prophesied to all those details. And I got feedback of that, those things you cannot do. It's very hard to guess. And I always challenge ministers. I say, go guess it. Just go and guess it. Go do it. If it is so easy, like they say, we're just reading people. If it is so easy, why don't you go do it? She says, yes, Prophet, I'm online. Okay, so the Fuelway is saying she's sitting on the black couch. Okay, so I'm just explaining to you guys how my spirit can be at the same place at the same time. This doesn't happen by importation. It takes years. But you have to have a grace of a prophet upon you to be able to do it. Elisha said to Gehazi, did my spirit not go with you when you went to ask of money from the king? Is it the time to receive money? In ministry, there's a time to receive money and there's a time not to receive money. In the beginning of your ministry, it's not time to receive money. When you're still under a covering, it's not time to receive money. Jesus said, go without money. While you're under me, go out without money. But then when he sent them out with swords and so on, when they're no longer under him, he said, go, take your money with you, take your guns with you. Okay. Tremendous discipline and sacrifice to get the prophet's level. Yeah, and yes and no. But the gift is always there. The gift is always there. That is the dangerous thing, John, because that is how a lot of people go off. They believe because the gift is still there that they are okay. And I pray to God that that will never happen to me. That I know that the gift will always be there. Even if I backslide now, the gift will be there. You see, you have the ability to switch the gift on and off. So we'll have a global prophetic night. I'm not going to prophesy now. Let's get to this teaching. Listen, I want to give you some secrets on how to overcome a struggle, a battle that you are in. Because many of you find that you are in a battle. I want to give you wisdom, just secrets. Sino is saying, yes, Prophet Leon, I love sitting on my bed, write down all my everything to God and pray there. So I said, I see you sitting on your bed, like you love sitting, or connecting with God in a thing like that. But that was something else. I'm speaking more of like, what I said on Sunday. Because I think you asked me for something for business, but I kept saying the Lord is going to use you mightily in ministry. Not saying don't go for business, but you're going to see the Lord use you in this kingdom. He's going to see God use you because you've written about it. You've had dreams about it. I can testify, Prophet Leon spoke a word last year over me after I sent a message to Pastor Marie. I'm not coming to a service, and right after I sent the message, Prophet spoke to Pastor Man and told me I should be at the service, and that night saved my life. Yes. Oh yeah, I remember that clearly. I even remember what I saw. Hi, Adele. Prophet won't be covering the topic this evening. Yes, wait, my battle is to leave smoking. It's so hard every day. Come to church, come and get filled. Prophet, I felt this morning that I'm weary from the battle I've been in for more than 2 years now. Look, Christianity will always be a battle. You just need to know the secrets on how to handle the battle. Okay, you need to know how to handle the battle. And let me tell you, number one, without prayer it is impossible. Without the word it is impossible. So, Sino, I ignore these kind of posts. No, Sino. No. What is Sophia saying? Sino is, she invited you. She invited you. Maybe it is for you. So listen. Dream about being in ministry, and you prophet. Sino says, I dream about being ministry, prophet coming to my dreams a lot, talking to me, submit things to your ministry. So God is going to use you. Let me get into this. How to overcome a battle. First, I want to say this. Number one, you will never outgrow warfare. You will never outgrow a battle. You must learn how to adapt and fight it. Can a hypnotherapist send me a bad vibe? Yeah, I think so. Hypnotherapist, it's obviously not for God. Okay, number one, you will never outgrow the battle. You need to learn to fight it. That's it. You need to learn to fight it so you can get to the next level. Okay, you need to learn to fight it. Let me say it like this. Secret number two, nothing is ever as it first appears. Nothing is ever as it first appears. When you see something come, it feels to you like it is so bad, but it is, then you realize afterwards, it's something actually small. Always remember that when a battle comes, it's never as it appears first. Sometimes it's blown out of proportion. I think, what is it? What is the acronym of fear? False expectation, or false, false expectations appearing real or something like that. It always looks like, it always looks like it is going to be bad. It's not. Let's get to the third one. And I want you to catch this. Somebody said this to me once. Failure can never happen unless you allow it. False evidence appearing real. Failure can never happen unless you allow it. In the same vein, let me say, failure is not what you think is failure. Failure is when you give up. Failure is when you give up. You must know you will fall a lot. This is the third or fourth key secret. All great men fall, but they get back up. All great men fall, but they get back up. You will never find a man that is great that has not fallen. You will never see a prophet that is big or an apostle that is big that has never made mistakes. I have made mistakes. I've made many mistakes, and I'll probably make many more. It's not the mistakes that make somebody false. In fact, it's the mistakes that will make God use you. It's the mistakes that will make God use you. Okay? Every great person attracts satanic attention. I'm going to say it again. Every great person attracts satanic attention. Every great person attracts satanic attention. So if you're going through a satanic attention, satanic battle onslaught right now, you are a great person. You have greatness locked up inside of you. People think I haven't fallen. Oh my goodness. Do you think I want to be at church and preach every Sunday? Let me tell you, if you have a desire to preach every Sunday, you're not ready for ministry. Or you're ready in terms of a passion. Do you think I don't dread a Sunday already from a Friday? Let's be real. A prophet, listen, if you're a revivalist, it's great. But if you are a prophet, Jeremiah said, I didn't want to preach your word. I refused to speak into your name. But your word was shut up in my bones like a fire, and I couldn't withhold it. So even we as ministers, we go through problems. I put a photo up of us with guns at a shooting range. I have at the moment 7 guns. 6 to 7 guns. Okay. Yes, automatics. Yes, some good ones. So, and somebody said, yeah, you're there to kill blacks, you. So I went on the man's profile and he's supposed to be a Christian. Me standing with guns and saying I'm killing blacks. I'm in a shooting range. Look, the country is doomed, I'm telling you now. Am I a false prophet? No, I'm just giving you my opinion. The word of the Lord, it'll come out later and I'll tell you God's purposes. God's purposes is, listen, the country is going down. What is God's purposes? For a revival to break out. That's it. So, Satan always attacks those he fears the most. Satan always attacks those whom he fears the most. I was just thinking of that now. When Russell said, let me just see here. Russell said, if you're important to God, you're the focus of the enemy. Satan focuses on those whom he fears the most. We're going to shoot guns on Friday. Yes, that's right. That's right. Let me give you one more key. One more key. The fact that you are struggling shows that you have not been conquered. The fact that you're struggling shows that you have not been conquered. I'll close with that. The fact that you're struggling shows that you're not being conquered. That you have not yet been conquered. John is saying he understands the gift always be there, that even in his most down times, bad times, people still want to hear from God from him. Yeah, that'll always be that. And that tells you, John, that you are a legitimate child of God, believe it or not. It's like even when you backslide, you don't want to. It's like, I feel that, it's like the Holy Spirit is always there. And it's, it's irritating because then, so it's normal to always go through challenges. I have not been conquered. I'll never get. Yes, so many Christians want to be taken out of the battle. It's not. And we think when we're not taken out that, maybe the church we are in is not anointed. Maybe this ground I'm sowing is not. No, it doesn't work like that. He gives you the ability to conquer that. He's not there to take you out of it. So I want to tell you, despite every attack against our life, don't ever think the attacks that you go through, don't think that my wife and I don't experience it. Like I said to you, on our level, it's false accusations, it's physical persecution, death threats, kidnappings, wicked people. Delusional people. Warped people. But we'll make it through. And in the beginning, I used to be scared. But one thing I know, the enemy works on fear, and I put my trust in God. That's it. Do you know how bad it is when you don't want to even go preach anymore? Now, that's not now. I think I said it to people. It happened to me last year or something. Because you had a vision that the enemy wants to kill your daughters. So you don't want to go, you don't want nothing to do with ministry because it's not worth the price. Now you understand what I'm not saying salvation, I'm speaking ministry, but you can't get rid of it. It's there. And our trust has to be in God, because if you back down, He takes no pleasure in those who puts his hand to the plow and looks back. Those fears, trust me, those fears come. Oh my goodness. There was a time, a whole year, that I had hallucinations of me and my family getting slaughtered. A whole year while I preached to you every day. These are attacks, seasons of attack. Never doubt God during those times. Those are the times where you must push harder. Push harder. Those are the times where you must increase prayer, increase the word. It's a time of warfare. It's a time of battle. It'll be over and it'll shift. It'll be over and it will shift. Yes, we will make it through. Prophet, the devil is a liar. We are marching on. Speak in tongues, yes, must build your spirit, man. You serve your spirit, it dies, definitely. I hate the devil, yes, we must give Satan no rest, give him no rest. Yeah, but the Bible also says give God no rest through our intercession and prayer. So, thank you so much. As long as you're struggling, you have not been conquered. Okay? Always remember that. As long as you've been struggling, you have not been conquered. Let me read your scripture. 2 Corinthians chapter number 4 verse 8. Paul says these words. He says, we are troubled on every side, yet we are not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Cast down, but not destroyed. We are going through this, but we are not taken out. So that might have been just been the 6 keys that I would have preached in the other message. Now I'll still do the other one at the right time, but the Holy Spirit was for this one. Okay, so awesome. So join us tomorrow morning. Join me. I'll be here. I'll be praying tomorrow morning, 7:30. This morning, Gerard was taking. Tomorrow morning, I'll be taking 7:30. 40 days of prayer, consecration, giving, praying, fasting. And we're going to be praying. Can't wait to see you guys. People say I've been attacked continuously. We also. That is Christianity. So I want that truth to hit your heart. The attacks will not stop. You will just learn how to cope and handle them better. Okay? God bless you. God bless you, everyone. The scripture, 2 Corinthians chapter number 4, verse number 8 and 9. 2 Corinthians chapter number 4, verse number 8 and 9. Thank you all. See you tomorrow morning. And I'll see you also Sunday at church. Can't wait to see you Sunday morning, Sunday night. I'll be there. And it's going to be good. Friday, men's conference. We're going to be shooting. We're going to be shooting shotguns. We're going to be, it's going to be amazing. Reynard is saying, thanks, Prophet, rest and take care. So Reynard, these keys will help you also what I gave tonight. And, but I vow to God that these 40 days I'm consecrating myself. So sometimes I go to bed very late and I wake up at 7:30, come and pray. Sometimes, like I said, my time I can go to bed at 5 a.m. 5, 6 a.m. Thank you so much, guys. United States, I might be there soon. We're working on something. I might be there soon. I was asked to do a conference there. Just want to see what's happening. Can people fly in there? I don't know what's happening, So we're all checking on that today, tomorrow. I need to get a visa, all those type of things. Harry David says, thank you, Prophet. Have a good evening. Awesome. And we are going to see you. When is it? Tomorrow morning, 7:30. Men's conference. We're going to shoot. Where? Eloise saying where? Oh, in United States. I'm not exactly sure. I'll definitely go to Georgia. Okay. Definitely go there. And then I think it might be Washington State. I'm not sure. Is it Washington State? I don't know where in Washington State. I have no idea. I don't even know. I don't know. I traveled to the States once to go preach. I landed, was taken to my hotel, stayed in my hotel for 2 days, prayed, went out, preached 3-4 nights, went back to my hotel, prayed, flew back. I forgot to do sightseeing. I literally did not know where I was on the continent. Then the other time, I went to the United States, preached every night, flew back the next morning. As I landed here, I preached 3 nights here. As I finished preaching, I got on a plane, flew back there. As I landed, stepped into preaching, preached nights there. All done on economy. So I refuse to fly economy. That stuff will give you nightmares for flying that much. Welcomes you and team with open arms, bro. So we'll do if we come to Statesboro, we're gonna do a big thing. Right in our church building there, I think. Right in our church building. We'll do it a night of prophecy. Other preachers are going to be so upset in that area, but we do it. Do you remember coming to Namibia? Prophet was so powerful. Gershwin Willems say yes. Yes, I remember. Were you in Rivers of Life? Gershwin, good to see you. Good to hear from you. Yes, we had a national revival there. We went from Windhoek to Walvis Bay to Rehoboth to also back, I think, to Windhoek again. But we saw 13,000 salvations, I think. It was amazing. We saw so many miracles, so many deliverances. What church were you? Which service were you in? Because then I can, because then I'll know which one you. Then I know what happened at that service. Which one were you in? Let me know which one were you in. I'm just trying to see. Know which one. if my count here is wrong. Let me just see here. The numbers here on this thing looks wrong. Gershwin. What is he saying? Oh no, it's right. It's right. Okay. Looks like we have a lot of people on stage. For those who turn the world upside down soon. Thanks, Prophet. This was so Gershwin saying gospel mission. So you were with Pastor David. Pastor David. That was a powerful. Yes. The Gospel Mission Church, if you remember, was that the one where the glory cloud came in like that? The glory cloud came in. I remember. And if you can remember, there was a lady who had she was the daughter of a pastor, I believe from Rehoboth, and she had a fragile back. It was like a fusion or with glass or something. And I called her up and threw my jacket on her, and she fell, and she's not allowed to even sit hard. And she fell on her back, and it echoed through the building. And they told me that her back will be broken. And they picked her up and she was healed. It happened there. I remember the glory cloud coming there in. That was powerful. That was powerful. Pastor David. The Yellow Church. No, your European passport doesn't need a visa. So maybe you can go to the States. Good evening, beautiful family. Unfortunately, I missed the session. Listen to it afterwards. I'll keep it up. Wow, awesome, powerful testimony. Wow, the glory cloud. Yeah, listen to what he's saying. Yes, you see. Yes, Prophet, that one. That one was very powerful. That lady got healed. Her back should have been shattered as I laid hands on her and she fell under the power. And the family came up crying, telling me what I just did. Now you must understand. You know. I think we were in Rivers of Life in Windhoek, and the glory began to fall. That for 2 hours people screamed out in deliverances. They would just bring people to the front, delivered. Demons screaming out, and we're just standing and looking. And I put the mic down and walked out. And the people just carried on screaming. There was probably about 500 people or so. And the glory just kept on falling. Fire kept on falling. The fire would be so intense, you would literally burn. Then I walked to the hotel, and that fire came and fell on the people in the hotel. So, yeah. Excellent. Thank you, guys. See you. I'm gonna see you tomorrow morning, 7:30. I need to go to bed so that I can get up. Maybe you guys can find out for us from the States. Do we need to quarantine if we get that site? If there's 10 or 15 days of quarantine, I won't be able to do it. But you know. And then we can also maybe get our guys to come with me to the meeting that I'm supposed to be at. On that site. Wonderful deliverance. Here in Sweden, spiritual crisis. Sweden. You wouldn't think that. UK is just as bad. I'm Namibian born. I'm happy my city of birth is touched by a great man like you. Awesome, Shirley. Blake is awesome. Yeah. Listen, we had a great move there. But there's a lot of division in the ministers there. Lot of division. That's the problem. I love them very much, but they are too much division. But I love them very much, and I love Namibia. We had such a great move. The people were insanely hungry there. Insanely hungry. But I think my coming was too much. I'm not sure. I was there twice. Please come to Cape Town, please. Somebody must invite me. I'll come to Cape Town. Now I can go to Cape Town anytime. It's just timing. I know who's there. I know many people there. Pastor Clint Ross, good friend of mine, is there. I know many people in Cape Town. Many ministers. I ministered there a lot. So awesome. Let me get going. There's no more comments coming in, and I want to end off. Martin, I got your SMS. I must give you a call. Sorry, I must give you a call. We're just inundated today. We're just busy today. God bless you. See you tomorrow morning.